So then what are the three pathways moving forward to raise children? In what vision? It's like, one I've already expressed, which is like further to the freedom, and know that if you are selecting these particular mates that are highly desirable, then they are going to have many more opportunities to cheat and explore and embrace their sex positivity, right? So then maybe if you're into this idea of somebody, if you're into like having someone who doesn't stray, then you should probably pick someone who has very little options. Kidding. Yep. I'm joking. But fuck it. Like I'm kidding and not kidding. But so that's one way, right? And this other path is the one. So you raise children in the idea of you must be married, you must go in this thing, you must continue on the pathway of our grandparents. Is that right? So
kind of. Well, it's sort of like, I think there has been two paths. There's the traditionalist, the path of our grandparents, which is like, don't have sex outside of marriage, have a strong family, raise your kids.
Yeah.
And then there's the like, fuck who you want, explore, marriage, divorce, polyamory, it's all good. And historically, what that has shown is to be really shitty for kids and thus shitty for society. So I think you're proposing a third alternative, which I think I'm on board with, and that's that, fine, go explore your sexuality, do whatever the fuck you want, but you have to be fucking devoted. Like, raising kids has to be priority number one, no matter what you're doing sexually, relationally, divorce, marriage, whatever. Like, you have to prioritize raising kids well.
Yeah.
Above all else. And history has shown that America has not been very good at that, beginning with the sexual liberation. But maybe we could turn over a new leaf and have this new cultural message that's like, okay, people, you guys can go fuck whoever you want and play, but kids will be created, and then you need to fucking devote yourself to them as priority number one. That requires a level of maturity and self-discipline that it's not clear a lot of Americans have.
Oh, well, okay. How do you portray that third pathway in an optimistic light? Like, because like if you raise the kids in both extremes, we kind of get how there are positives and negatives. It's functional and dysfunctional, right? But this other pathway of like, okay, well, if you are going to be sexually liberated, then you must care for the offspring in this diligent pathway.
I think our culture needs to start a narrative that it's really cool and really admirable, and the coolest of the cool dudes who get all the ladies are super devoted dads. And men who have kids who don't take care of the kids are fucking losers, and they're disgusting, and no woman would ever want to sleep with them. I think if that narrative got really firmly entrenched in our culture, we maybe could succeed at this.
Whoa. That's an interesting one.
You know, if women, because right now, your like mediocrely intelligent average woman, she's most impressed by a dude's swag.
Yeah.
And that's not a good indicator if he's going to be a good dad. So it's like we need to shift. No,
it's almost the opposite.
Yes, it is. It is the fucking opposite, and that's this problem.
Yeah.
And so we need to somehow shift, and women need to like select for good fathers, not for good players.
Do you think you're saying that just because you've been such a dedicated dad? This is your bias coming out. You're a biased man, of the worst kind. And so you're like, oh, I'm the hot dad. That's why the chicks come and chase you down, right?